Hello there, beautiful pixels, and welcome back to Truly Bedrock Season 7. Today, we're going to be starting off here in our gorgeous glass shop, taking care of some much needed business. If you recall, in our previous episode, we stocked this shop to the brim with a whole bunch of glass blocks, and I feel, given that no one else has it, we're pretty competitively priced, but people aren't buying it quite yet, which tells me one of two things. Either prices are a bit too high, which they may be, or more likely, we don't have what people are needing. So today in this episode, we're going to spend some time getting the shop stocked up with all the colors of glass that we can muster ourselves. So why don't you strap in and let's go on an adventure together. Welcome back to Truly Bedrock. Now, right away, I can tell that we have a little bit of a problem over here at our industrial district. I don't know what's happened, but somehow all of our Allays has aligned themselves underneath these ridiculous coconuts, and they're now stuck. Well, which I guess tells me... Sorry, this is just ridiculous. We're gonna have to move all of these jungle logs onto the roof or something, because that breaks all the Allays. That breaks everything. That breaks everything. Now, if you've joined us on stream, you're familiar with this, but let me go ahead and walk you through our new flower factory that we have developed over here by our industrial district. This is a very, very convenient set of farms that we have set up, and very, very, very easy to get up and running. I even have some of the Nylium and Crimson Stem farms over here that will make that a little bit easier when it's time for us to start harvesting all the netherwood. But as you can see down here, I have quite the collection of flowers to pick from. And I can come over here, grab any two flowers that I want. Let's just say I'll just use the ones that are already in there, but I do have every single flower already set up. So all you got to do is we just have dispensers up here loaded with bone meal. We place our flowers down in there, come over here to a very, very simple etho hopper clock. And then down here, we just have this clock wired up to 2 target blocks that will set that dispenser off loaded with bone meal. So all we need to do is press this. We will get a bone meal session that will cause the flowers to bloom, and then our pistons will just be moving back and forth constantly, causing the flowers to break, which means that we then have instant flowers on demand. It's a very, very simple system, and I elected to use Allays just because I thought that it would be easier. Of course, I didn't count on the Allays having absolutely abysmal pathfinding skills and, well, breaking, because they can't fly underneath coconuts of all ridiculous things. But once those are out of the way, they have absolutely no problem coming over here and picking up all these flowers, and they will go ahead and ship them for me right over there to where we have a note block. I have the note block sound obviously disabled because it'll drive me absolutely bonkers, but they go ahead and just drop that over there to where we have that going off. That's a very, very simple design. You just have 2 observers hooked up to a note block and then a couple of trapdoors above it so the Allays can't get stuck anywhere. But once that is there, they'll just drop all those used flowers in for us, and then it's really just a matter of us picking them up. Now, I did consider briefly using one of the new copper golems, since we do have them on the server, to kind of help sort things, but I decided against it just because Allays are going to be faster. You know, they solve a lot of problems. But anyway, as you can see here, we have quite the collection of dyes. We have a whole bunch of green dyes, obviously, from our flower farm. Whole bunch of ink sacks that we have. We might have borrowed that from Merely Adequate's ink farm that we helped set up earlier in the season. And then any of the type of flowers that we could possibly need just get dumped in here. And it's easy enough for me kind of just to do this manually. I really did consider automating this, but at the end of the day, how much more work is it just for me to walk over and then click 2 buttons as opposed to have a series of complex hoppers and crafters do it? You know, sometimes in Minecraft, doing things manually really is the fastest way. But that is how I've decided that I'm going to make all of our dyes over here. And with all the colors that we actually have everything that we need already. So it's really just a matter of us bringing these dyes over to our glass shop and getting everything stocked. But with the new Copper Age update out, I figured it was important for me to take care of some much needed business over here and discover that copper golems don't really solve all your problems. As you can see here, we have melons, we have pumpkins. They are now being sorted from our pumpkin and melon farm. But really, the best way to do this at the end of the day is just to make a very simple one wide tileable slice of our item sorters. But I keep running into a really weird problem over here, and if anyone knows why this keeps happening, I'd love to hear your feedback down in the comments, because I am just befuddled. These two minecarts, if I separate them by, I don't know, exactly a half distance, eventually when I AFK, I will discover that they have collided into one another, and then they are stuck and then not collecting any items, which I find to be very, very strange. I don't think I have this with any other farm I have that's using multiple minecarts. It's only this one. So if you have any idea of why my minecarts right here are getting stuck and running into one another when they're evenly spaced, let me know down in the comments, because I'd love to figure out why this keeps happening. It has like a little bit effect on the efficiency. It's just, this is just so big that I don't think it should be happening. But anyway, we have all of our items over here sorted now, which means that we can now get some decent trades with our villagers. Now, for those of you who are curious just exactly how this system works, it's really not that hard. We just have a line of hoppers right here that try to pull everything out of this, a single wide item filter. This is just our standard item filter. It's got 41 items in it. And then we have our crafter right here that is just accepting all of the melons. That pops that into this side. And then everything else that is going to be a pumpkin, well, that gets thrown out to the other side. And then, of course, there's just one little overflow. This is eventually going to fill all of this up. So eventually, I'm going to be a very, very rich Alaydriem. If you remember last season, we kind of went a little overboard on the pumpkins. This season, I plan to take better advantage of those because pumpkins equals emeralds, especially if I can be clever and get the trades down low enough. But speaking of trades, yes, we have villagers in stock right now. And also, what is going on over here? Why are you no longer the village leader, my friend? You were the village leader, like, when I set this up. Do you not want to be the village leader anymore? Is that not your thing anymore? Who are you? Dave? Dave. You don't want to be leader anymore. It's okay. Listen, leadership's not for everyone. I get it. Just don't come crying back to me when you want your bell back, okay? All right, Dave? All right, Dave. Okay, be good, Dave. I know I got you trapped up here, but you're doing an important job. Keep up the good work. All right, we're gonna move this bell down here since I'm not exactly sure why these guys are freaking out about their bell being gone. I think this is also why they're like panicking down here constantly because they're trying to find the bell. Anyway, oh look, oh, Pickles, so proud of you, picking up the mantle of leadership. All of these guys in here, as you can see, they now have the little diamond chevron down at their belts, which means that most of them are masters. We have a couple of them who are still selling glistening melons that I haven't just swapped out the thing for. I just need to find which workstation is theirs. But as you can see here, most of these guys are upgraded, which means we are going to be able to trade, and I have been trading lots and lots of things for both golden carrots, which I have been eating kind of very sparsely because I still have quite a bit of food, and emeralds, more importantly. And yes, oh, we have a lot of food as the result of this. A lot of food, mainly a whole bunch of bread. I mean, I really, really, really want to get back to eating golden carrots just for the saturation bonus benefit, but I feel bad just having all this food that doesn't really do anything. Anyway, we are sorted on the food side of things for now. We are 100% sorted, and as you can see here, I've also done a little bit of light decorating. I'm trying to figure out really how copper is going to fit into the build. I still haven't quite figured that out yet, just because, well, the orangeness kind of sticks out. But anyway, that is my updates over here at our lovely little industrial district. We have quite a bit going on over here, and the question that I am wondering is, what farm do we need to build next? I was thinking that perhaps maybe we could put another pumpkin and melon farm on top of that to kind of help double the rates. But then again, I do know that at the very top of world height, we are going to be building a shroomlight farm eventually, so we need to keep that in mind as well. But if you guys have any ideas for what I should be placing on top of our little vertical tower Tower of Power farms here? Let me know down in the comments. You know me, I love a good farm, especially if it's going to have really crazy rates that we can sell a little bit later. But with that said, I think it's time for us to actually get to work shopping and stocking. I think I've put that out long enough right now. Oh, hold on. Wait, there's an Enderman here. I need to get him. I ruined my Ender chest earlier because I used Fortune on it. Please. I need an Eye of Ender. No, he's not going to drop an Iron Ender for me. Shucks. Oh, well. Let's get to stocking our glass shop finally. And in the brief period of time that I have been working on this, I mean, it's probably been like maybe a day, we have made quite a bit of sales over here in the glass shop. It looks like someone has bought out quite a good amount of it, which I'm very, very happy about. But unfortunately, that does throw a little wrench in my plan for, how we're gonna get all of this set up, because I'm gonna need to convert all of these into the color glass. So I just hope that I have enough left. I think I actually have enough left for us to kind of get going here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start moving some materials over, and we'll start getting this ready and done. Hello there.
Why hello. Oh, you've got the blinky face.
I do have the blinky face. We're Bedrock skin buddies. Yay! Hey, one of us, okay. It's very lonely on the Bedrock skin group, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I haven't loaded mine up yet because I have it in Java, but I need to have it on here so I can have like cool blinky face.
Well, yours is blinking right now.
Is it?
It is. I see your face blinking. It's blinking quite rapidly too. You have something in your eye.
What? I can't see it. Maybe. Oh, okay. Cool.
You'll see it on my episode because you're like blinking like every 3 seconds. It's a lot.
I have very dry eyes.
Yeah, that isn't contagious, is it?
Yeah, maybe don't come too close. Like,
okay. Well, welcome to the glass shop, the happiest place on earth. We sell glass, we sell lighted glass, and soon we will sell glass that is tinted of many colors, and then also glass that is orange.
Amazing. Because orange is not a color.
Orange is not a color. Okay. We'll park that for now. Because orange definitely is a color.
We'll put that to one side.
We'll come back to that later. But what can I do for you, Artemis?
Well, I heard rumor. Now, I actually may be interested in glass at some point when I run out of glass and then decide that I don't ever want to mine sand ever again. But we'll also park that for the moment because I heard tell on the grapevine that you have Froglights.
I do have Froglights. They're in this nice shulker over here.
Very interesting them.
They're 3 gold a piece, and as you can tell, they're going like hotcakes. Look at this, the pearlescent ones. They're a very, very popular color. How much were you thinking you were needing though? Just like 1 or 2 or 3 or?
Oh, a bit more than that actually. Maybe like like a chest, a shulker.
A shulker. Okay.
Each color.
Well, I just happen to have a shulker of each one right here that I would be willing to trade for something. Do you have anything that's like useful?
Hang on, wait. Have you got an ender chest? Let me just shake my pockets out. Hang on.
Yes, it's right over there. Here, I'll get on my sales side. This will be the sales side. That'll be the client side. How's that sound?
It sounds great. I'm just gonna rummage around my change. So like I am in possession of a lot of end stone, and that's about it. Alaydriem.
End stone. Wow, that is.
So.
Yeah, that's a decision. I will tell you, in a previous season of me playing this game, Endstone was my favorite block, but I have since then gotten divorced from it. So could I exchange you instead of for goods, like a task? Could you do a task instead?
Like hesitantly, yes, I could do a task. It depends on the task.
Well, listen, my tasks, unlike Zloy's, are not malicious. I don't require you to like jump up and down and like do a pig song or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's like the least of what he would ask you to do, but yeah.
True.
I mean, I used to decorate people's interiors as like payment, so there's something you could think about right there.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I might take you up on that later because I'm just being lazy right now. I was
You're
thinking,
being lazy.
yeah, I'm being really lazy. As you can tell, the glass shop has no glass as part of the build. It was an aesthetic choice. What I would like is I need better advertising. So you're out there in the end, right? Could you make me like a map art of my skin's face? And then that way I could plaster that all over the shopping district.
I'm crossing the counter. I'm just gonna have a really good old
look. Yeah. Should I be worried about that eye?
Yeah, no, I think I could do this. Like, it's not too complicated. I mean, how end-stone colored is your skin?
It's not endstone at all. Actually, I don't think. But
no, I can probably find something that'll do the job.
There's a peachish like block somewhere out there. So yeah. If I could just have one of the map art, the 16 by 16 that I can make copies of, I would be willing to give you all of these 3 shulkers right here.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's quite generous. I think I could do that, especially as I live in the end and have access to the void in order to do map art. And perhaps in the future we will trade again and your shop will receive an interior.
Oh, it's that bad, huh? I was going for kind of the open aesthetic, but okay.
I mean, I was trying to be a little bit subtle, but like was not achieving.
Yeah, listen, there's a balcony. Okay, maybe I'll take you up on that. Yeah, so okay, that sounds like a deal to me. All 3 of these shulkers are yours for the taking. And then just whenever you can deliver the map art, just I don't know, like you can place it on a sign, or you can come find me, and I can give you more of these. Whatever works for you.
Let's shake on it.
Okay, well, it's kind of mean to hit someone back, so I'll shake there.
Yeah, let's shake. There we go. Good. Oh, thanks. So,
You're
this
welcome.
is going to be really good. This will be really good because I really need some kind of lighting in the end. I've discovered that like plants will not grow unless they have like 100% light.
They won't. I'm actually really excited to see what you do in the end, to be honest, because I love the end when it's all prettied up. So maybe a little later I can come by and take a look.
Yeah, you should, because I need to know, are you a user of the vibrant visuals?
I am on an occasion, but it doesn't work with my pretty self. I have actions and stuff, and it doesn't work with that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. That's good to know. Though. That will be important for later. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Take care of yourself.
Bye. Thanks, Alaydriem.
And on stream, we spent a good long while getting all of this sorted, and look at this. We are now fully stocked with possibly every type of glass in the game. There's a couple things that we're missing. Shroomlights, obviously, they're on the agenda, and also tinted glass. Oh, I need to learn to make an amethyst farm, but we have all of our colored glass here, as well as just some regular glass for anyone that is interested. I might rearrange this just so that it's a little bit easier to kind of rummage and sort through, get the RGB in there. But we have all of our Froglights in stock here, and as you can see, I'm doing quite well on sales for them. I imagine that people are going to come and go and kind of buy a little bit more, but this farm is up and running. We are fully stocked in here, and I've also taken the liberty of throwing in all of our glowstone, because glowstone is glass, right? It makes the glass sound, therefore it's glass. I think I have it priced pretty reasonably. It takes a long time to kind of get these from witch farms, though. I know I could probably mine all this, but hey, what are you going to do? I'm also decided that I'm going to sell this obscene amount of redstone that I have here, because it's kind of glass-like. I'm not entirely sure why there's a shulker missing there and there's no gold in there. Maybe I sold it all. I don't remember. That's going to bother me, really. But our shop is now basically fully stocked. Again, there's only 2 more items that we need to throw in here, tinted glass and shroomlights. And I think at that point, we will have all of the glass-like blocks here in the game. If I'm missing any, let me know down in the comments, because I think I have any. I think I have them all, but you never know. But I did just get a message from Merely Adequate inviting me over to his lake sauna thing. He wanted to show off kind of what he did with the lake timeshare this week. So let's go ahead and dive over there and see what's been going on. Adequate, This was a really great idea. You know, after all these days building beautiful things, it's nice just to sit back and relax in a nice hot tub. I approve of your decision to make this a sauna. I approve.
Thanks. I'm very curious of why you got it in a tracksuit, though.
This isn't a tracksuit.
Yeah,
I don't
it
use
is.
this for running. No, I don't use this for running.
What's to use a swimsuit? Look,
No,
I have a swimsuit.
This is what's underneath my regular cardigan all the time.
That's underwear. That's not a swimsuit. Moss, tell him that's underwear. That's not a swimsuit.
Yeah, usually you don't. Yeah, you don't wear your swimsuit underneath your clothes like all the time. What kind of maniac are you?
I don't wear this under my robe. This is my swimsuit.
I mean,
No, I have a confession saying that you do, actually.
No. Moss, you gonna put your swimsuit on?
Yeah. Well,
You're judging me? That's what Moss always looks like.
yeah. I mean, it's either armor or this, and I'm not wearing my armor in here. But all right, I guess.
You're welcome. There you go. How's that feel?
Oh, that feels great, actually.
You want some mineral water or a beverage?
Yeah, what do we got over here?
I can't. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see here.
That was definitely a sight I did not want to see. Okay.
Yeah, we got various drinks here, and then mostly mineral water. You got to keep up, we got to stay hydrated in this hot water.
Yeah, let's try this one. This one looks pretty interesting.
You found one? Okay, yep. Oh.
It works.
I know, you look so much better.
It works. I can't believe it worked.
I've been looking to lose a couple pounds. I feel a lot lighter. This is great.
Man, he just totally disintegrated in this hot water.
He did. Or we are going to see like moss and algae growing underneath here now, right?
Hey guys, I have a fun idea.
Yeah.
I have a game to play. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You want to play Marco Polo?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Sure. Fantastic game.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna turn my back and count to 5, and then we can play. Okay. All right. Let me go over here. I just want to get out of the way. So, okay. All right. You ready? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marco. I said, Marco. Oh, come on, guys.
All things considered, that was a very, very relaxing experience over in that sauna. But while I was flying over here, I noticed something that I noticed on the server before, but I don't think I've ever really pointed out. I'm pretty sure this is Jill's actual hot sauna. Geological formation. You'll need to go watch her videos and her streams to get more details. But this is just gorgeous, isn't it? Here, let me get. Come on, jump. There we go. This is just downright gorgeous, and I really, really like it. I really, really like this. I think that this is a great use of these blocks here, and really, really great blending, especially from afar. Make sure you go check out her videos and watch that a little bit more, because it looks good. I also noticed, though, over here that Alien has a pop-up shop selling diamonds in the Overworld district, and he has a citation from Zloy. I don't know. That's not a good place to be. That's not a good place to be. But I'm selling stuff for gold, so I think that gives me enforcement rights. And I recently used Fortune on my my in chest, so I think I'm just gonna take this, and this will be my new shulker box. Yep, that's how that's gonna work. I'm doing my part here in the shopping district to solve these problems. Isn't it great? But beautiful pixels, I think that just about covers it. We have this shop fully stocked outside of the things that we need to do, and I'm pretty happy with where we ended up and how we got here. If you have any questions, let me know down in the description below, and if you're interested in seeing how we made this shop and maybe checking out anything else, check out the video that YouTube has recommended up here for you. Maybe you'll like that. But as always, beautiful pixels, thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.